Here we are at Manizer in an undisclosed location, deep in the sand in Iraq.
We're here to manize our troops because we want them to know that even though they're on foreign soil, we still think they're hotties in their uniforms and their combat boots.
Manizer has always been a big advocate of men in uniform. It's early morning now. It's been a long night of relentless bombardment by our troops here on the back lines.
But our Manizer position here with the troops has been strictly missionary. Everybody's worked up a big appetite, and we're gonna go fix the boys some MREs. You know what we always say at Manizer:
Make love, not war. Over and out. Today on Manizer, we're going to explore the special relationship between a man and his gun. As a woman, I know very little about handguns, shotguns, rifles, Tommy guns. Any sort of guns is almost foreign to me. When I was young, I wanted a horse. I think most little girls want a pony or a horse. When boys are little, they want a gun. Today, I've invited my friend Ryan to join me, who is a gun enthusiast and somewhat of a gun expert, to help share the mystery of men and guns with us here at Manizer, so we can all be more knowledgeable, and so you can refresh yourselves with the gun knowledge you have, men, and enjoy all the different aspects. We're going to shoot guns today and talk about them. First of all, Ryan, thanks for coming on Manizer.
Oh, my pleasure.
And we're really happy to have a gunman on.
It's part of growing up. It's letting you know that you're making a passage from childhood into adolescence. And just like, sort of when your grandfather takes you hunting. For me, that was a real big deal when I was finally old enough to be able to carry the...
So you did go hunting too?
Oh yeah.
You learned that from your grandfather?
My grandfather in particular took me hunting, yeah. And he taught me a lot about how to handle a gun in the field and all the safety elements that go along with having guns and other people around them.
Santa gave you your first gun.
Yeah,
but
Santa
your father
gave me, right.
And your grandfather told you
taught me how to use it.
No little
right.
elf. Elf instructions were not significant. No. So you got your gun on Christmas. You learned from your grandfather, and now as a grown man, you have a collection of guns.
Right. And now I've sort of graduated beyond the BB rifles at this point.
Sure.
And I've bought several guns over the period of my life, and I got 3 of them here with me today.
So even as a grown man, if someone presented you with a gun on Christmas, that'd be an extra special gift.
Yeah.
Right. So women out there, for
that's right.
Special gift.
If you're going Christmas shopping,
the tie is old. Okay. They want guns. Okay, a gun.
Get them a gun.
Get them
at least a box of ammo.
And it seems like men often communicate using sports is the most common, but
guns
I
also,
often hear guns and military history.
Or war talk, yeah.
War talk, especially right now there's war talk in the air.
Yeah,
but like military history, people, it's just like the statistics that you're able to retain. Men are amazing. They know battles. They know what tanks and generals and strategies and things like that. And you find that you have those conversations with your friends,
Yeah. Sometimes, a lot of times when you meet people for the first time, it's something that you might find you have a common interest in. And next thing you know, you're chatting away like old buds,
Excellent. Well, today, Ryan, it's very unsafe to shoot the guns. Even I know that here in the living room. So we're going to go to the shooting range and learn how to shoot guns.
Yeah.
So come on with us with Manizer and learn to shoot a gun.
Ryan's been kind enough to bring us out here to the firing range. We're here at the St. Bernard Indoor Shooting Range on Acock in St. Bernard Parish. And Ryan's going to explain to us a little bit about the differences between guns and ammunition and stuff like that. But the first thing I want to talk to you about, Ryan, is safety. I'm a big proponent of safety. As Joe mentioned earlier, I'm in a strange position in that my dad had a gun shop, so I probably know a little bit more about guns than the average woman would know. But the one thing that I do remember quite clearly from being a child is all of the safety rules. We had lots of guns in the house because my dad was a collector, and we kept them locked up. They were never out in the areas where my brother and I could be. And I remember my father telling me as a young child a few different things. One, never point a gun at anything you don't intend to kill. Not just shoot, but kill. Because there's no point of pointing a gun at anything unless you want to destroy it. And we were taught that it wasn't a toy. We were not even allowed to have toy guns around the house, in my house. My father never wanted us to forget, and disassociate ourselves from the fact that we were dealing with a really deadly weapon. So maybe you could tell us a little bit about safety courses, if you've taken any. And
I would recommend, safety literature is everywhere. When you purchase a new firearm, RTFM, read the blankety blank manual. It's very important to educate yourself, and all the resources are there. If you were to look closely, most of these weapons have an inscription stamped on the side of them that say, read owner's manual before operating. It's very important. Gun safety material is very easy to come by. You can find it on the internet, you can get it from your local police or sheriff's department, or you can come to a place such as the St. Bernard Indoor Shooting Center here, where you can take a course. I've taken the course, Louisiana concealed handgun course, which requires you to take a basic NRA pistol course, where all the basics of nomenclature and safe handling are taught to you.
And there's really no reason not to take it.
There's no reason not to take a class. It takes one day out of your life, and it's something that will both increase your proficiency and make you a safe handler of your weapon. The important thing to remember is always assume a gun is loaded.
Absolutely.
Always assume a gun is loaded. So, never point a weapon and say, oh, well, I thought it was unloaded. Every time you read about somebody being accidentally shot in the newspaper, you almost always see the words,
I didn't know it was loaded.
I didn't know it was
Right.
loaded. Always assume that the gun is loaded. Furthermore, when handling a firearm, always keep your finger off the trigger. If you don't have your finger on the trigger, it probably won't fire, and if it's not loaded, it won't. So therefore, by assuming that every gun is loaded, if you keep your finger off the trigger, you can prevent an unintentional discharge.
Now, the bottom line is that you really wouldn't go out and shoot a gun without knowing anything about it, any more than you would drive your car without a license.
Right.
Have a little bit of safety in operating.
You wouldn't let somebody jump behind the wheel of your brand new stick shift vehicle if they didn't know how to drive a stick shift.
Jorge's got something to say.
Oh, that'll make the cut.
These people are having fun.
It's bright.
Dude, I'm quitting the band. He's quitting the band, everybody.
They're not watching television,
Thanks for the ride.
but they sure are having a good time.
Oh, the lights.
Hey, what are you doing?
Corre, pa'l frente.
Don't play in traffic. Watch Manizer.
Here we are inside the firing range, and Ryan's going to show us how all of this works, the little cubicles and some of the safety mechanisms. And Ryan, what are we going to be shooting today?
Well, today we're going to shoot a Taurus 38 caliber revolver, a Glock 9mm auto, a Ruger 22 caliber pistol, and a Mauser 380 auto. And I think first we'll start with the 9mm Glock. As you can see, we're standing right here on the firing line. We have our silhouette on a track system that can come forward or backward. And I usually like to shoot at about 15 to 20 feet because that's about an effective range to determine my accuracy, and it's more or less a practical range.
Well, and for the actual purpose of protecting yourself with a gun, if someone was further away than 15 or 20 feet,
You may not need to shoot.
protecting yourself with a gun. Okay? So you're going to fire the Glock first.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot the 9mm.
All right.
Okay? Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
have to do it every time?
I don't know, no. There you go.
Whoa!
You're out.
I've never shot a handgun before in my life. I've shot a .22 gun once in the woods in Missouri and was a good shot. So Brian's going to show me the very basics that I'm going to shoot a handgun.
Jill's going to shoot the .38 caliber revolver right now, and I think that's the best gun for her to start out on because of its ease of operation and the fact that it's a nice, small, little girly kind of gun.
I'm small and girly as a gun man. Whoa! Man. That's amazing.
All right, just place it down on the table.
I'm done.
Good job, good job.
That is amazing. I can't even express how it felt shooting that gun that first time. Unlike anything else. Way different than a cap gun. One backed up and hit me right in the mouth.
Hey, that's pretty good shooting, Tex.
Oh, a natural.
That's pretty good shooting.
I had a toy Luger when I was little.
Here's smiling at you.
I'm Dan Aykroyd here at the House of Blues with Jill Blues, and you are watching Manizer.
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 Oh, Manizer. Oh, Manizer. I'll do it again.
Oh, Manizer.
I put an H in there. All right. I'm saying Manheiser like me.
All right. Hi, I'm Jill Blues. We're at the Blue Plate Mayonnaise, and you're watching Manizer. All right. Hi, I'm Jill Blues at the Blue Plate Fine Foods, and you're watching Manizer.
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 Manizer. Oh, I'm saying Manizer. I'm putting a Y in it. Oh, I'll do it again. long.
We'll be back.
You coming with another truck? Oh my God.
Here at Manizer, we have two goals that are really above and beyond all the rest. For us, it's all about bringing people closer together and fostering a greater understanding between the genders. But the fact of the matter is that we're designed differently. Aside from our physical differences, there are also many different motivations and different interests that men and women have. This might seem like a real roadblock for everybody getting along, but the fact of the matter is you can use these differences as an opportunity to get closer to your mate and to understand them better. Women, maybe you don't like sports. Your guy is a big sports guy, and to you, watching a football game is the biggest waste of a Sunday afternoon that you could possibly think of. But there he is on the couch. He's focused, he's concentrating, he's all excited about his game, and facts are excitement leads to excitement. So rather than grouse around in the kitchen, sit close to him on the couch and be ready for whatever comes up. If his team wins, he'll be thrilled, and if his team loses, maybe he'll need some consoling. Maybe your guy is a musclehead and he loves cars and he wants to know everything there is to know about cars. But as far as you're concerned, any vehicle that gets you safely from point A to point B is fine. That's all right. Don't worry about the specifics. Every car has a back seat. And men, you don't like what your lady's interested in. For you, shopping is a bore. You're getting dragged from place to place. You could care less. Just insist that wherever you go shopping, you get to go one place that you want to go as well. She'll be thinking, of course, sporting goods store, but surprise her with lingerie shop. Why not? Something for you, something for her. She'll be thrilled that she's getting to shop with your permission and your blessing, and you'll be thrilled that you're getting to shop for something that will actually be useful to you. Make sure you're in the dressing room with her so that you can tell her how everything looks. Make sure that you tell her it all looks good, and let your mind wander where it will. Maybe museums and art openings don't really hold any interest for you, and you could care less about some stuff that a bunch of dead guys painted hundreds of years ago. But every museum worth its salt has a pretty good nude collection. The fact is, the human form has been an inspiration for creative endeavors for millennia, so why not let it be an inspiration for your creative and sensual endeavors as well. Admire the paintings, admire the sculpture, stand close to her and talk about how beautiful and rich the fabric is and how nice it must have felt up against the model's skin. Use your imagination and don't let these things get you down. Rather than worry about how different we are and focus on how it pulls us apart, use these opportunities and these differences to add spice and variety to your life and pull you closer together. This has been a public service announcement from Manizer.
Y tener a los muchachos, a mi hermano al lado, gozando, a Gaby atrás dándole bien duro la batería, es toda una energía positiva y tocando música, mano. The music, it's all about playing music.
The biggest time is because we make people feel good, and that's what I really want to do. I want to make people feel good. I want to make them love life like I love life. You know, that's...
2 times our sound has gone off and we just take out the instruments and we do a cappella music, man, whatever.
If you want it in 3 words, we don't choke under pressure.
Guajira, alma gemela. Eso de seguro no te va a eso. Alma gemela. Guajira, alma gemela.
Decided to come to New Orleans because it just felt right. The name that came with it and the stories and the music.
Past, the history of it.
It's a magical place, you know, in a way. And I always said, I'm going to New Orleans to make my dream band.
Estaba con Carlito les digo, por eso que se ha pasado tan cabrón, a nosotros nos ha pasado unas cosas que nosotros no estábamos corriendo, loco. Y Carlito les yo corriendo así que nos iban a dar, loco. Un gordo ahí borracho porque estábamos mirando al lado de su carro. Así es la. Regresé al punto de mi partida. No sé si voy a ser el hombre de tu song, it just wasn't happening, you know? Like, I don't know. Then we're like, hey, what if we like put this reggae? What if we put this ska? What if we put some funk? And then next thing you know, that's what we ended up with, you know?
The energy we're gonna bring to you when you come to see our live show, I mean, that's ours, that's unique, because it's us on stage, you know? People know it and they enjoy the beat, you know. It's an easy song to sing along to. It's danceable and it's energetic. It's really full of energy.
Toda esa gente que son turistas, they were like watching. Everybody's like, what are those guys? What are those guys? People like taking pictures.
La gente se impactó y se quedaba ahí, nos empezaba a ver a tomar fotos y eso estuvo cool. Gozaron, los turistas gozaron con los locales, que es lo importante.
Our goals of Almaceneras really is to never sound the same.
When you drive down the car, instead of changing CDs and driving and going, shit, with this CD, so you put one CD, and that's it. You got NLD, you got like, you know, reggae, you're chilling out, and then
goals, you know. What I'm really trying to do is hit every emotion possible to anybody. So you could be 40 and you can say, man, I like this song, I can relate to it. But you can also be 12.
Bailarina se